one of the things that makes me most angry about Bush is the contempt he has for the job. Because if you understand this is the most important job in the world, you know, when it comes to Iraq, that it has ramifications for everybody who lives in the world, but also here in the United States of America, that your job is to protect the citizens, whether it's from terrorism or it's from natural disaster or whatever might come your way.
Or in the wake of both of those things, too.
I would spend I couldn't sleep at night. I'd be so concerned about getting everything right, making sure everybody underneath me had their T's crossed and their I's dotted, and they reported back to me. Everybody knows what kind of a pain in the ass I am about this, you know, little radio and internet show we do. Imagine being the president, and then, you know, all of you who work at your jobs and who care so much about your jobs, especially if it's an entrepreneurial job, something you set up, how you put your heart and soul into it. This guy has the most important job in the world, and he can't be bothered to do the most simple things. When your Homeland Security Department tells you this is one of the top 3 problems in America, and the levees could be breached with a Category 3. Some say that Hurricane Katrina might have been a Category 2 when it hit. The levees were going to get breached, and then you say, oh, I didn't expect it. And yeah, you didn't expect it because you didn't do your job.
And this was in the wake of another disaster. This report was written after Hurricane Pam. I mean, it's sort of like the war on terror. We got attacked, and then we're going to adjust and try and fight a war on terror, quote unquote. And it's the same thing. Hurricane Pam comes, they write this report, and then this report comes out, and they don't do anything about it. So it is completely reprehensible.
But this is what makes him such a great manager. These things don't weigh on him every night. He's able to delegate. Throw him out there, and he doesn't micromanage. Thank God. He doesn't follow through. He doesn't check out.
No, you know.
And the White House today, Scott McClellan said the administration is conducting a lessons learned review, and I'm not going to do a play-by-play analysis. We've also been taking steps to make sure we prevent some of those problems that occurred from recurring in future response efforts, and that's what we'll continue to do.
Scott, here's a lesson learned. Your president sucks.
Yeah.
He doesn't do his job. He's lazy, and he thinks, you know, Jill's kidding with what she just said, but that's what the standard Republican fallback is. Oh, no, he's a manager. He's a manager. You know what it reminds me of? For all you sports fans, it reminds me of Steve Spurrier when he came to the Redskins. Now, all these NFL football coaches, you got to hand it to them. My God, they get in there at 4 or 5 in the morning, and they work 18 hours a day. They watch the film. They get ready. They're professionals, and a lot of them do a great job. Steve Spurrier came in and said, I don't have to do that. I have a unique system. I'm a hands-off manager, and I let my, coordinators do their jobs. And he'd meander in there and work 6, 8 hours, whatever he did. And you know what happened to him in the NFL? He got his ass handed to him on a silver platter. You know why? At University of Florida, it was easy. You recruit the best athletes, and you don't have to do any work. You throw the ball, you catch the ball, we kick their ass 48-0. Okay? In the NFL, it doesn't work that way. You actually got to put your work in. And this is exactly what happened. It's a perfect analogy for Bush. In Texas, he was the governor. He only had to work like 2 days a week, right? How often is the Texas legislature even in session?
I think 60 days every 2 years. Right?
60 days every 2 years, okay? And remember, this is the guy. I keep going back to this example because it is a perfect example. When he was the governor, when he was supposed to review every death penalty case to see if they should pardon him or set it aside or whatever it was, right? And he was supposed to set aside 30 minutes for those reviews. How are you supposed to review a death penalty case in 30 minutes? I could hardly get through 3 articles in 30 minutes, right?
No, it's true.
No. But it's worse. When he was governor, he said, I can't be bothered with a whole 30 minutes. He knocked it down to 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Now, this is a man who exercises for 2 hours a day. I'm not against exercise, but 2 hours a day? You're the president. Get fat. I don't care, all right? You got to do your job. But you got exercises 2 hours, reviewing death penalty cases 15 minutes. You know what it is? The man is lazy. So he thought, I got this Texas thing under control, man. We do the death penalty thing in 15 minutes. We do a little bit of work every 2 years. We get together for 60 days. Then he gets to the White House. Now you're at the real level. This isn't some rinky-dink governor thing that they don't really do work, okay? This is the big leagues. This is where every decision has tremendous ramifications. You do something wrong, and thousands of people die, right? And a whole city in America is lost. And he didn't do his job. He wasn't ready, and he's gotten his ass handed to him on a silver platter. This is a talking point. Same thing. Homeland Security spokesperson Russ Knox said yesterday, we're deeply committed to finding out what worked and what didn't work and apply those lessons learned going forward. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's what President Bush was saying after the thing. We're going to find out what worked and what didn't work. Well, here's what didn't work. You. Okay? You and everybody you got doing their jobs because they're not doing their jobs. And now they come out with these talking points to try to appease
The
us.
parallels to 9/11 are shocking. I mean,
We're going to get to those parallels in a second, but I just got to remind everybody.
Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job.
Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job. This guy comes in, sees what a disaster New Orleans is. He turns to his chief. He doesn't even take it seriously. The guy's name is Mike Brown, okay? He's the head of FEMA. He's not Brownie. He comes in, Brownie, you're doing a heck of a job. Because he's flippant. He doesn't care.